morning, everyone. How we all doing? Well, in this false system that we're in, they say it's a new year, but I don't play by that system, so just another day for me. But for all those who do, I guess Happy New Year's in order. The Israelite and Israelite theories of who are the true Israelites. Is it black Israelites, white Israelites? Are the Jews the Israelites? Does it even matter? These are all questions that are highly debated. A lot of theories, a lot of people claiming to be special, that they're the right people, the true Israelites, but in many ways can be very easily debunked to show the truth of who really are God's chosen people. The Old Testament was a land covenant. It was a covenant of I do, you do, between God and the people of Abram, who birthed Isaac, who birthed Jacob, who became Israel, who birthed a great nation. The Israelites started as Hebrews, became Israelites, and have since been called Jews. Since the destruction of the Second Temple, all records were destroyed, people fled everywhere to never return, and, well, here we are today. The people who reside in the Holy Land, the Promised Land today, are called Jews, but are of a mixed bloodline. They're known as Ashkenazi, converted Jews, not birthright Jews. They're not Semitic. They don't come from Semitic blood or tribes. So they can't trace their heritage back very far at all, and definitely not past 70 AD. So the Jews of today are not the Israelites of old. On top of that, there's a lot of people out there, a lot of blacks, African American, whatever you want to call them, because it's not just Americans, it's from all over, who call themselves the Israelites. And they try to go through history of slavery and all that and state because of this, they're saying the Bible's talking about them. Well, many things can debunk this, one being the description of Solomon, Moses, Jesus, where their skin turns ruddy. Black skin does not get ruddy. So that right there, enough said, out the window. But a little more, there are Egyptian hieroglyphs showing the different people of Egypt at the time, and it shows a Nubian person, which is dark, shows a whiter skinned person, and it also shows the Israelites, which are more olive-skinned or tan-skinned, and which would make sense being in the Middle East, being outside, working in the sun. So it really does make sense. I know a lot of whites also claim to be the true Israelites, which is a little harder to debunk, but still can be done just from the location of where people were in the Bible, and the fact that if you were there, you're going to have olive-colored skin because, well, you're out in the sun all the time, and our skin adapts. So all these theories do is make a certain demographic special over the others. It's not really, are God's chosen special? Yes, extremely. But they're special in God's eyes. He chose them. It's not a classification or a race, which, if you don't know, race is a made-up term. They're not mentioned in the Bible, not in the true text, only in translated words. It is actually translated from a word that means nation, not race, not anything else. It's nation. They all come from different nations. I always like to say racism is man-made because race is man-made. So if you're trying to call yourself an Israelite, a special person, you're trying to live in the Old Testament, which the Old Testament is very much still pertinent, but it's also been a closed covenant. The New Covenant, which was rejected by the Israelites, by the Jews, went out to all nations and is accepted by those who God chose. So the Israelites, God's church, His people, His living stones, are from all nations, all colors, all races, if you want to use that word. They're from everywhere. We don't look alike. We're not the same color, but we're the same in God's eyes. And God chose his own people. So this whole fighting over I'm special because I'm this and I'm that. No, you're trying to make yourself special, and you're taking the glory away from God, because God chose. And he didn't just choose a single color of people. He chose people from all over, from all nations. So to consider yourself, if you're black and you're saying, oh, we're the true Israelites, that's taking away a good majority of over half the earth population. So I guess we're all just screwed. No, it doesn't work that way, folks. You really need to look at, stop trying to make yourself be special in some way. Humble yourself and know you're special in God's eyes. We all are, those of us who are elect. Otherwise, you're just here for the story. I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but it is true. So we need to get over this I'm better than you, or I'm this, I'm that. You're gonna be owned by me one day. I'm gonna have 100 people serving me at my feet. The Bible does not say this. We worship God. Man doesn't worship and work for each other. We worship God. We bow our knees to him, not to a skin color. It just brings nothing but racial bias and racial tensions, which we don't need. Because in heaven, when it's created, and when we're there will be no color. It'll all be one. We'll all be in our heavenly bodies, our spiritual bodies, be perfect, and be with God. And that's the importance of all of it. So let's keep that in mind. I really hope, I can get more information on this if people are interested, but I just wanted to cover the topic quickly to really debunk all of it. All those I'm special people, no, sorry. I know I hate to burst your bubble, but you're really not. I do love you, and so does God, but we're not special unless he says so. So let's keep that in mind. It's his choice. It's his election. I love y'all. Enjoy your day, whatever you may be doing. Stay safe, and I hope you're finding your way to Jesus and remembering it's about him, not about you, not about a skin color, not about a race. It's about Jesus. God bless.